Communities in and around Keimoes in the Northern Cape are suffering following a major flooding. Several communities have been completely cut off since Saturday. 2 sluice gates at the Vaal Dam remain open, impacting communities and farmers living along waterways. Water levels in the province have increased from 96.8% last week to over 110% after heavy downpours. Let's cross again to SABC News reporter Reginald Witbooi and video journalist Motseko. Tell us what you're seeing, Reginald.
Well, Francis, we are going to make our way to one of the residential areas here in Keimoes. So, gift of the givers, they are still busy distributing food parcels to those communities that are severely affected by this flooding. We also know that it's about plus minus 600 people that are totally cut off, and I also spoke to the mayor of the Keimoes municipality, and he told me that they are in talks with the provincial government and then also national and other stakeholders to come out here and to assist these affected communities, but also just to highlight the fact that it's not only the communities that are affected, it's also farmers, because we know that farmers in this area contribute majorly when it comes to the export of table grapes, and we also know that the table grapes at this stage is at a very, very critical stage. So Good Samaritans are out here to come out and assist. We also know that President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier in the week said that he wants the South African government to actually double the exports of table grapes to the United Kingdom. But farmers here in this area are now at their wits' end. They are saying they don't know what they are going to do, because these table grapes are at a very critical stage, and also for the exports of raisins, because the water levels are very, very high in this area. We know that the 2 gates upstream of the Vaal Dam, they remain open, and communities also being cautioned not to go near any bridges or the roads that have been closed off in this area. So gift of the givers are still here, and these are plus minus about 600 food parcels that they are distributing to the affected areas. And when it comes to those affected, it's not only farmers and community members, but also other people who are working in the vineyards in these areas. So the devastation on the ground is really severe in this Keimoes area, and this area contributes majorly to the gross domestic product or the economy of the Northern Cape. So it might look like a sight to behold up in the air as we are giving you a bird's eye view, but it's actually devastation as we are hovering up in the air to distribute these food parcels to the areas. As you can see, those vineyards really underwater. So we understand the devastation and the frustration also from the farmers and communities in this area. And people are saying that although it's some type of relief for them because the weather conditions in this area, and I'm talking about 32 degrees today in the Keimoes area. So for some community members, it's a relief to come out and relax in the water to get some relief. But for farmers and for those who are severely affected, it's devastation. So we need to see if other aid will come to the fore to assist those affected. But community members here are saying that they pray and hope that the situation will change in the next couple of days. We know that the 5 or 6 areas in this region, they've been cut off since last week, Saturday, without water, without food, and as you can see there, the water flowing into along the longest river here in South Africa, which is the Orange River. So the Department of Water and Sanitation, Sputnik Ratau, he also said that people must be very cautious when they come out here, because Mother Nature here came out to play. But they hope that the situation in this area will change in the next couple of days. But we know that for people in these areas, but we also know that schools are not severely affected. I had a conversation with the Department of Education earlier on, and they are saying that learners are not affected, and teaching also. The national grade 12 examinations continue as per schedule. But my colleague Lereko giving you live visuals there from this chopper that we are in.
All right, thank you very much, Reginald Witbooi, giving us a bird's eye view of that extreme flooding in the Northern Cape. And as he's been explaining, communities there have been cut off due to the water damage, some of them since last Saturday. So for days and days, food parcels being given out, dam levels going to 110%. So sluice gates had to be opened. And then, of course, it's all about communities living in the flow of that water.